Hey, it's me again, Joe, UBC Reader. Welcome to another video, and for today, I'm going to do a massive Christmas or holiday, rather, to be more inclusive, holiday book haul. And I promise that this is going to be my last book haul for 2023, so let's end it with a bang. And when I say it's huge, it's really huge. There will be a lot of books that I'll be showing in this video that I hauled. That's why, to set expectations, just a disclaimer, I'm not going to do a deep dive description of what these books is all about, and probably not all of these books. Some books I'll just show it to you and then move on to the next one, because if I have to do and provide more details or in-depth details on each book, it will take us hours, because again, it's a huge book haul. So without further ado, we'll start with not technically mine, but these books are actually gift to Marlo, but they will still be included in our library. And yeah, I'll just include them to the book haul. So I have here 6 books. We went to Manila last week, and this is the gift that Marlo got. Books from Bagbong. I don't know how to read this one. Next one is Bakit Baliktad Magbasa ng Libro ang Mga Pilipino. We have C, Kapitan Sino, Stainless Longganisa, and my favorite, the only Babog I've read, Alapat ng Gubat. So yeah, down to 6. Next book I got is I got this from an online shop from Facebook, and this is There by Tommy Orange. I've been eyeing this book for a while now, and I'm really glad I got this for a very affordable price, for around $350. The next book I got this one from Book Sale Cebu, for a very cheap price. I guess less than 100. This is Atonement by Ian McEwan. I've heard a lot of good things about this. It's the main reason why I picked this, because I'm intrigued if it's really good. Next book I got, the same shop from There on Different Shipment by Bernardino Evaristo, Girl, Woman, Adder. This is a winner of the Booker Prize 2019, and currently I'm collecting winners and shortlisted books on the Booker Prize, because I've been loving the Booker Prize shortlisted and winning books. So this is on my TBR list, very top of my TBR list on 2024. Next book I got is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. Again, I bought it from an online shop. This has been hype lately. I don't know if you've been you've heard hype, but I've been hearing a lot of great things, not just good things, but great things about this book. It's actually the first book of a series, so I don't know if I will love this book. I'll probably pick the next book in the series, but we'll see. This is on top of my TBR list also on 2024. Next book I got is from Shopee. I got this another addition to my Booker Prize winning books collection. This is Richard Flanagan's The Narrow Road to the Deep North. I don't know what this book is all about. The main reason why I picked this book is because it's a winner of the Booker Prize. Next book I got this from Book Sale Cebu Fuente. We Are Not Like Them. I bought this because I almost bought this from Book Outlet, but glad that I did not. And then I saw this on cheaper than the price on Book Outlet, so I picked it. So it has great ratings on Goodreads also. It's very affordable, so that's why I picked it. But I don't know what the book is all about. Next book I got is a nonfiction. It's Becoming by Michelle Obama. I believe this is her memoir. The main reason why I bought this, because even though I'm not into nonfiction, but again, this is really cheap. This has been one of Book Duke's anniversary edition, anniversary sale, so it's around 125 pesos. I've heard great things about this book years ago. The hype is not that high right now, but I'm glad I finally have my hands on this. I don't know if I can read this soon, but it's good to have in the library. Next one I got is, again, bought this from Book Sale Cebu together with The Atonement earlier. This is The Chain by Adria McKinty. I first stumbled into this book during the Big Bad Wolf. I almost got the hardcover copy, but again, I was restricting. I was, trying to control my expenses, so I was not able to haul that one, the hardcover, and then I just picked this when I saw it cheap on Book Sale weeks after Big Bad Wolf. Then the next book I got is Being and Nothingness by Jean-Paul Sartre. I have been obsessed with themes under existentialism and absurdism after reading Albert Camus' The Stranger. So I've heard the father of existentialism, the modern existentialism, is Jean-Paul Sartre. He is Albert Camus, which is I'm a new fan. You need to read the Stranger by Albert Camus. Albert Camus is a big fan of Jean-Paul Sartre. I believe they're affiliated or they're good friends. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to try to dive into the works of Jean-Paul Sartre and see what he has in store for me. But I'm really excited. I'll be reading some of his works in 2024 for sure. Next book I got this from BookDook also. I know, from Shopee. This is The First 15 Lives of Harry August. This is my second copy of it. The first one I hold and sold few during the pandemic. I don't know why, and I regret after. And then I said, okay, I'll just look for a copy in the future, and then I'm glad that I did. So it's really cheap, and also almost brand new. Like little tanning though, but not bad. This one is just a freebie. Haunted Castle and Hollow Grave. Actually a freebie, or no, it's 7 pesos only from the anniversary of BookDook on Facebook. I don't know what this book is all about. I just made sure that my shipping fee is worth it, so I just added this, and it's only 7 pesos. It's a children's book though. Yeah, that's all I know. Next book I got, this is Blindness by Jose Saramago. The main reason why I picked this is because a few weeks ago I did a message random people on Instagram, whoever is I can see who posted the story or a post just popped up on the feed. I just sent them a message and then asked them if they could recommend me one book and what book will it be, and then the first 3 to respond on those messages, the first 3 books or 3 titles I'll be receiving are the books I need to read in 2024. So it's going to be a challenge. So a spoiler, this is one of those books. I believe it was a Filipino guy. I forgot his name. I'll be making the details once I film the challenge. But yeah, this is Blindness by Jose Saramago. Just got this. I looked immediately on Shopee. So I got one of the 3 books that I need to read on the challenge. I'm still looking for the 2, and because they're not really easy to find. So I'll probably make an update once I have the first 3. But again, Blindness by Jose Saramago is one of them, and I don't know what this book is all about. I'll try to know more about what this book is all about once I start the challenge, or about to start the challenge. The next book I got is, believe this is something to do under the existentialism themes that I'm trying to explore more in 2024. This is Friedrich Nietzsche. I'm not sure how to pronounce. I haven't researched. I did research how to pronounce Jean-Paul Sartre and Albert Camus though, but with Friedrich Nietzsche, I'm not sure. I'll work on that. But this I got for a very cheap price, and this is Thus Spoke Zarathustra. I'm pretty familiar with what Zarathustra is. It has been referenced several times on the video games that Marlo played, but I'm not sure. I just have to check out. But this one I purchased this because again, it's under the theme of existentialism. The next book I got is another book from the BookDook's anniversary. This I got for 185 pesos only, hardcover, The Paper Palace. I've been eyeing this book several times now for a long time on fully booked Central Bulk, but this I wasn't able to get a chance to buy it because it was really expensive. I think it was around almost 1,000 pesos for the large paperback, but this one, it's already hardcover, it's great condition, for only 100 or almost 200 pesos. So it's a great steal. Thank you so much for the BookDook's anniversary. Next book I got is another one from Jean-Paul Sartre. This is Literature and Existentialism by him. So, main reason why I brought this one, again, I'm going to explore Jean-Paul Sartre's works in 2024. So, I've been holding some of his works. Next book I got, another one from Jean-Paul Sartre. This is Modern Times Selected Nonfiction by Jean-Paul Sartre. I actually tried to read one of it. It's under Revolutions and what was that? His essays on homosexuality. But I wasn't in the mood to read, but I just tried to skim and excited to pick this in 2024. So expect me to read more existentialism or more type of these books in 2024, which I was actually kind of surprised that I've been evolving as a reader and been trying to or anticipating to read these types of books. So yeah, I'm proud of myself. Next book I hold is from Shopee again. It's Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Love in Time of Cholera. I've heard great things about this author, and fortunately, haven't read any of his works. I've heard that his best is the 100 Years of Solitude. I've seen multiple copies online. Didn't get the chance to pick one. Hopefully, I'll be able to haul that book in the future. But I think I'll start. Tell me if it's a good idea to start exploring Gabriel Garcia Marquez's works in this book, Love in Time of Cholera. I'm planning to read this before or during Valentine's Day because I've read the synopsis and it's something to do with love. Next book I got is the main reason why I purchased this is because again, two editions for Booker Prize winner collections. This is the winner of the Booker Prize in 2018. This is Milkman by Anna Burns. I don't know what this book is all about, but yeah, again, I'm collecting Booker Prize winning books. Next book I got is only a freebie of a lot of my purchases on Shopee. Thank you, seller. I forgot the Shopee's name or the Shopee shop name. This is another one, coincidentally, by Jose Saramago. It's a winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature, and it's all the names. It's not in a great condition, but again, who are we to complain? It's only for free. So I don't know what this book is all about. I'm just really glad that I got this for free as a freebie from the seller. Thank you, seller. And also the same seller gave me another freebie, Let Me Lie by Claire McIntosh. I believe this is a mystery thriller book. Because I've heard a lot of Claire McIntosh writing under those genres, so I assume this is also under the crime mystery thriller genre. It's freebie again. Next book I got this from Shopee. I finally have Project Hail Mary. The main reason why I bought this book is because I want Marlo to read it. I actually read this one when it was released. I technically listened to it on audiobook, which was better for me because one of the characters who is very gibberish and all, and you can't understand when you read it, but when you listen to it, it will make more sense. So that's why I really enjoyed the audiobook, and I did not have that inclination to purchase a physical copy because I always believed that audiobook was better. But again, for the sake of being a big fan of this book, big fan of the story, big fan of the author, I love The Martian, and this one, I finally have one probably better than The Martian, Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary. If you haven't read this one, please do so. There will be a film adaptation of this in the future. Hopefully it will be released next year. We'll be hearing more about the big screen adaptation of this book next year, or it will be released on 2025, so anytime soon. But anyway, this is one of my all-time favorite science fiction books, so please do read this. It has a lot of similarities to Martian, but again, I think this has been a Martian 2.0, but better, bolder, more exciting, and the ending was something to do with existentialism. The ending was something to do with existentialism. It's heavy existentialism themed endings, which I love. I think that's the main reason why I love the book, because at that time when I read it, I'm not aware about the themes, but now I'm aware, thinking about it. This one, got this from Shopee, and this is a new all-time favorite of mine. If you have seen my socials on Instagram and TikTok, I've been ranting about how this book, I even changed my Facebook name into Patroclus because I love the guy. This broke me into pieces, and I don't know. I can't still stop thinking about this. I've been connecting to people who have been recommending this book to me for past years, and yeah, they told me so. Which I'm sorry, but I totally get the hype now. I'm totally part of the bandwagon hype, I think, and I'm a new fan of Madeline Miller. This has been written beautifully, like beautifully written. And of course, this is going to be one of the best books I've read this year and a new all-time favorite. I just love how this book was written. I just love Patroclus and how martyr he is when it comes to love. Yeah, the ending was so beautiful, was so special, was so emotional. It's so memorable. If if you haven't read this one, if you are not picking this because you're afraid of the hype, that it might not live into your expectations, just take it from me. The hype is real. It might have been an overhyped book initially, but the way it ended, it deserves all the hype it's got in the past years or still getting. I'm sorry if I'm late, but yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm so glad I had the this edition. I gave away my first one, the one I have on my shelves for past years now. I haven't picked. Next book I got is How Do You Live? I purchased this from Fully Booked Seaside, and I've read this actually. Um, Unfortunately, I did not like this book. It was bad. It was not beautifully written. I did not care about the characters in the story. It was just a struggle. I just tried to finish this for the sake of finishing the book, not because I enjoyed the book, because it was bad. If you're trying to pick this, I gave this 3 stars. Then save yourself. Don't read this. Next book I got is together with the How Do You Live. I got this from Fully Booked Seaside also. Hardcover copy of Beast of a Little Land. It was an impulse buy, I think. I just bought this because it was cheap. It looks good. The cover looks good, and then I read the synopsis through Goodreads using the Goodreads app. It was pretty interesting. It has great ratings and great reviews too, so I picked it. And then I don't know if I'm going to read this, but it was an impulse buy. But yeah, I might pick this one. I'm a mood reader, so who knows. The next book I got is, I've been eyeing this because I'm a big fan of All the Light We Cannot See by the author. This is Anthony Doerr's latest novel, The Cloud Cuckoo Land. It's really beautiful. I got this from Shopee. It's really cheap, and I've been wanting to read this for a very long time now, but I wasn't able to have my opportunity to get a physical affordable copy. Not now, I finally have. I'm pretty sure I'm going to read this 2024. Next book I got is the final book of the trilogy of Thunderside, Lacklands. I've read Thunderside and what was the Thunderside and what was the name again of the second book? Shorefall. Thunderside and Shorefall. This year I gave Thunderside 5-star. I gave Shorefall 5-star. Both books started really slow, but both books ended with a bang, ended epically. And it's such joy to read those types of books, such a joy to follow the development of characters, the evolution of the Pop Magic system, and how the story expanded. And it was a great read for both books, and I cannot wait to read this in 2024, the third and final book of the trilogy. And I just realized I missed several books that I'm going to share with you in this video. So let me just get them. So when we went to Manila, I don't know about traveling. When you travel to other cities so far away from home, and you visited a bookstore, even though you have those bookstores on your place, you still tend to purchase books from those bookstores that are away from home. I don't know about that. So we got this bag because we bought a lot. As a freebie and a gift, Fully Booked gave us this one. The 2024 Fully Booked Planner. I've been seeing this art on Instagram from Fully Booked. Actually, a contest, and the artist won. So Marley got. Let me just get the book he got. Sorry. He got Traces of Dupas, a Final Fantasy VII remake. It's a backstory of Tifa and Aerith, which are one of the two main characters in the Final Fantasy story. Marley's a big fan of them. I saw him breeze through the first pages of this while we were in the airport. He was so glad, happy about purchasing this, though it's really expensive, but he's been eyeing to purchase this and he's actually glad. It's a gift for himself. And the next book I got is this one, a nonfiction, The Laws of Human Nature. I've been wanting to read a nonfiction for several years now. I think the last book I enjoyed reading nonfiction is The Rule of Work. I should have not mentioned that, because based on the first page of that Rule of Work is that do not mention to, or do not share to people or inform people that you read this book. But anyway, it is what it is. I have been wanting to read a nonfiction books. I guess for the past 2 or 3 years, or especially during pandemic, I haven't read any nonfiction books, which I used to. And now I want to go back, at least give it a try. And I tried to promise myself, if I have to read a nonfiction book moving forward, I need to make sure it's updated, it's timely, whatever context it's going to discuss, it's going to be timely, relevant, and updated. And yeah, things that I can apply in real life, especially in my professional work. So this is The Laws of Human Nature. I guess it's not something to do with how you can apply it professional, but it's more on general as a human, based on the title, of course. Yeah, pretty excited to read this. Definitely going to read this in 2024, but I might pick this before 2024 start. Who knows? The next book I got same day on a trip to Manila. I got this from Glorieta. I think Glorieta fully booked. The Goodbye Cat. This is actually Marlo's gift to me this Christmas. The main reason why I purchased this because I'm a big fan of this one, The Traveling Cat Chronicles. So this is the companion book. I think this is not a sequel, but this is a book that it's inspired by the story of the traveling cat. This is actually an anthology of short stories which has, have cats on each of the stories. So one of the title of this short story is The Goodbye Cat. That's why the title of the book, but there are a lot of stories here, I guess 5 or 6. So I'm pretty excited. So I'm contemplating, after the current book I'm reading, which should I read, this one or this one? We'll see. But again, if I haven't read this one, Traveling Cat Chronicles, it's one of my all-time favorite books. Really depressing, sad, emotional, but worth it. The next book I got is this one. I got or purchased from, I guess, fully booked Greenbelt 5, because we stayed in Makati in our last days in our trip. I finally got Heaven and Grocery Store by James McBride. I'm a big fan of James McBride after Deacon King Kong. This is Deacon King Kong, which I thought going to win the Pulitzer Prize a few years ago, but unfortunately it did not win. So really glad and anticipating this to be part, at least a finalist of the Pulitzer Prize in 2024, hopefully. But a lot of critics are predicting that this has a strong shot in winning the Pulitzer Prize next year. So we'll see. All the best for James McBride. I'm actually currently reading this. I'm just started part 2 before I decided, okay, I'm just going to pause and then read for pause reading, because I just filmed, and then after filming this I will go back reading this. So far so good. Still the best writing style by James McBride, really unique, really effective. The characters, that's what James McBride, for me, based on Deacon King Kong, is really his strength, how he developed and creates his character. Even though there will be a lot of characters introduced, but he always have this talent to make sure each of these characters are distinguishable and stand out and memorable. And the depth of the characters and how they were developed and how they affect the entire plot of the story is just remarkable. That's how amazing James McBride is. So if you haven't read Deacon King Kong, and please do, and then please check also Heaven and Earth Grocery Store. And the last book, I made sure that I'm going to share this, and this will be the last book of the video, because this is the best haul I got in my entire life, not just this year. This is the best book. If I'm going to ask me right now, what's the best book that you have, what the best book you own, what's the best book that if there's a fire, the first book you're going to save, and my answer is going to be, you're not going to believe this, but I just got a very rare copy of The Lord of the Rings. This is one of the first editions. I believe this is a second reprint of the first edition of the compendium. What is it? Omnibus, sorry, not compendium. The omnibus, hardcover omnibus of the Lord of the Rings on 1978, I think. Let me just double check. It's really sensitive. The pages are brittle, but yeah, it adds up to the character of the book and how special it is. I don't know where to find books printed those days are different, right? They have different formats. They have forward first before. I'm sorry. Where was it? It's not here. Okay, let me just look for. The pages were so thin. Finally got this. This one was first printed. This is the British Rock and Roll second edition of Lord of the Rings of this, because I believe the first one is color orange and it has a smaller font but the same title, but it was just the font. This was published in 1979. The first edition was published in 1978. This is the second edition of the, but still one of the rarest. I believe that this one comes with a special sleeve or packaging, which is so rare. I'm still grateful I have this one. It would be better if I have the entire packaging, but this one is, look at this. Make sure it's well protected. And yeah, I got a rare edition of Lord of the Rings. Smells so good. Yep, that's it. I'm just happy sharing these with you. Hopefully you enjoy the video. Click like, share, subscribe, leave some comments, and good night. I need to stop the video now and continue reading this. Happy holidays in advance.